Okay, Brew and Feed is here in the brew house again. I'm going to talk to you about another asset that Brew and Feed has in the arsenal to help us brew better, more creative, distinctive beers. This is what is called a tilting hop infuser. And what a tilting hop infuser does is it allows us to infuse our beer with ingredients, pretty much at any stage of the process, but for more so for once we've done fermenting the beer, we clean it up a bit, and then we can infuse different flavors in it. Primarily, it's going to be used by us to infuse our beer with hop flavors, a process called dry hopping. We could do fruit, vegetables, hot peppers, various different things, coffee. Our brand is about beer and food. We talk about brewing strong and feeding well. 90% of our beers have some culinary ingredient in it. Dates, figs, and other things, honey. We do smoke, we do wood, we do coffee. Our beers have some ingredient in it that relates to the culinary experience. So this is the perfect addition to our brew house for us to make our distinctive craft beers by Brew and Feed Brewing. So that's what it is. The way this thing works is there's a basket inside that has a fine mesh that allows it to strain out anything that's in there. So you're getting a flavor out of whatever you put in there, but not the pieces parts. So I'll put the ingredients in the fine mesh, and then I'll circulate my beer through this thing and allow the beer to sift through the ingredient while it's picking up the flavor, and then push it back into the fermenter. So the beer will come out of the fermenter, it will come into the top port that's over here, go from the top port into the basket, filter through the beer, and then out through the bottom. There's a bottom valve here, then back into the fermenter, and then it'll just circulate back through until I get the flavor profile I want. And that's the good thing about this tilting hop infuser. I can circulate this beer. Let's say I get up early morning and I want to circulate a beer and infuse it with coffee. I can run the beer through the coffee, and I can continuously sample the beer through the sample port in my fermenter until I get the flavor profile I want, then I can shut it off. So I'm not stuck with the ingredients not in my beer, and I'm in rush or have to figure out the timing of which to take the beer or rack the beer off of the ingredient in the fermenter. I'm able to do that in here, get the flavor profile I want, turn it off, seal my fermenter back up, and then I can condition my beer and keg it or bottle it or can it. So that's the tilting hop infuser. We haven't given it a name yet. We got to give it a name. If you got any ideas, drop something in the comments. Let us know what you think the name of this should be. I don't want to call it R2D2 because it looks like that's too corny, but something creative to give this thing a name. So that's it. We got one more thing that's going to help us brew strong and feed well. Cheers.